Hey, I'm Tilly Hinton, one of the creators of the Rose River Memorial Project. Today's a really important day for us. As you may know, we have an enormous vision. We are inviting the community across the United States to make one handcrafted red felt rose for every life taken by COVID-19. If we were to make this installation right now, there would be 220,000 flowers in it. And sometimes we think about this as an art project, and then we stop and remember that every single rose is somebody's granddad, somebody's wife, somebody's child, somebody's best friend, somebody's priest, somebody's imam, somebody's loved one. And so this installation is about making the enormity of COVID-19 something that we can see, and a way to make a statement that this pandemic is decimating our country. So here in unincorporated East Los Angeles and Boyle Heights, COVID hits hard amongst communities of color. It hits hard amongst people who are living in poverty. And that has happened here. And so it means a lot to us at the Rose River Memorial Project that our very first incremental installation, our first step towards the national artwork, happens right here in East Los Angeles.
My name is Marbella Muro. I'm the Director of Artistic Programs and Education at Self-Help Graphics and Art. Self-Help Graphics and Art is a 47-year-old art institution or art organization rooted in community. A lot of the work in the altars pay homage to different people who have passed away, whether it's uncles or grandparents, but they also touch upon these different issues that are affecting us today. And then we were very fortunate to meet with Tilly and Marcos and incorporate their work. For their installation here at Self-Help, will highlight the individuals who have died in unincorporated East LA and Boyle Heights. The process of creating and coming together, whether even it's social distancing, is very important to just take the time to remember our loved ones. History has shown us that art has been very vital in helping us process difficult and wonderful times. Art is the platform and the tool that will help us all come together. It also creates a common ground for people who may think differently. It's such an honor to be able to be in the position to be able to provide that space and support to the artists to be able to create artworks. Working with multiple partners, it's only just uplifting. We're at Self-Help Graphics. We're so delighted to work with the Rose River Memorial Project. Thank you.
We're building on this wall. We're here at Self-Help Graphics and Art, a 47-year-old cultural institution in the City of Angels, who for their entire existence have been building community and creativity, particularly for Chicano, Chicana, Latino and Latina communities and makers and creatives. As you can see behind me, Marcos, the co-creator of this project, my incredible collaborator and friend, he's hanging the first ever net of roses. The number of roses that are going to hang right here on this incredible mural artwork here at Self-Help Graphics and Art, it's the number of deaths that have been recorded right here in Boyle Heights and in the adjoining neighborhood, which is unincorporated East Los Angeles.
So we're very grateful and happy to be working with Self-Help Graphics here on this our first installation of Rose River Memorial. What I wanted to talk about was this kind of psycho-magic aspect of the project, which is that we're generating through creating these roses by hand. It's a grieving process, but it's also a kind of magical process where we are turning grief and loss into something where we have some kind of control over the situation and channeling our emotions rather than just feeling helpless and drifting and being lost. that's a kind of catharsis that we're hoping with this project that will spread across the whole of the United States as more and more people gather and begin to create the roses and then send them to us, and then we put them on this netting as a kind of almost like a symbol that we're gathering this cathartic process, this processing of grief and turning it into a kind of some kind of a fulfillment and displaying it in different places. So we're just so honored that the first place we're displaying this project, which will hopefully grow a lot across the nation, is at Self-Help Graphics. And a special thanks to Marbella and Betty for inviting us to be part of this.
The roses in this installation come to us from makers in New York State, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Oklahoma, Washington, Arizona, and California. Of course, many of them were made right here in Los Angeles.
The Rose River Memorial Project is enormous and complicated, but it's also incredibly simple. Because the thing is, the only way that we can make this 250,000 roses is by all of us making a few. And so we've developed this design that's super simple. It takes two things: red felt, preferably eco felt, which is 100% post-consumer recycled, and glue that can withstand being in the outdoors, being in the sun and the rain. And then with those two things and a couple of household objects, a saucepan lid and a Sharpie marker and a pair of scissors, you can hand make these roses. They take a couple of minutes each, they're easy, and you mail them back to us in Los Angeles so that we can build installations on your behalf, really, on behalf of you and your experience with the devastation of COVID-19, which for some of you will be horrifyingly direct, and for some of you will be strangely abstract. So this artwork is a visual story of those lives that have been taken. And the way that we can build it, and the way that we can build it quickly, is for you to make and mail us some roses.